Who the fuck has the last name Oldbag and just skips over the thought, just skips over the idea of my children are going to be tortured when they go to school. I'm going to change my name to, like, Whopper. No, that's even worse. I don't know why the fuck I even decided that. So you just call me Greg. Nope. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Well, it's getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. Sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest of the rest had been doing a run-through in the scene in the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, I got there. It was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because it was certain a man walked by me at 2 o'clock p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant, then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Okay, I'm just going to refrain from pressing on this. Unless I feel I need to because of missing information or incomplete information. Actually, let's just be sure. Kind of errands. Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Oh, that's her back there. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job! I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never miss one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could be quiet. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. It's the main gate from then until 5. Murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because I need to check. Ah, shit, wrong button. Okay, now we present. Let me get this straight, old bag. I mean, Mrs. Old Bag. Miss... I never remember which is which. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? Well, you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag. Is this the one? Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course, don't you? Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? Yeah. Well, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in the photo is Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Even Miles is... Wow. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all information of your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed of you. All of you. Anyway, I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. And you see he's dragging his leg. See, clear as day. I know, Mr. Powers, happy. He's not dragging his leg. Those pants are like a foot and a half longer than the legs of the person wearing it. So he sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. Press her until she squeals. Man in the photo. Tell me about the prop that I broke. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. Strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room and rested up after lunch. Thus the nap? Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. He's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. Shit, wrong button. That's not dragging his leg, though. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. It's one of these strange because it's injured. Does look like he is dragging his foot. See, I told you to trust me, whippersnapper.